Hello everybody! Thank you for choosing to come to my channel and thank you for watching. This is Claudius. He is my Jellycat, Toothy Fox. Now I just did a little bit of research on him. I found out that he's a retired plush. So I wanted to talk a little bit about him today just to start off my series that I'm going to call the Snuggler's Den. Has to do with everything snuggly, from plushies, blankets, pillows, even just cozy vibes. That's what I'm really just want to talk about. But this is Claudius again. I got him as a get well gift from my grandmother when I was in the hospital having a surgery back out in 2017. Now these are since retired. I imagine they were made around 2017 when my grandma got these at the hospital gift shop. I was very out of it when I got him. My grandmother said that when she gave it to me, I hugged him, cried, and said, "I love my little fox," and then fell back asleep because I was still waking up from my surgery, and then anesthesia is very rough on me. But anyways, I've had this guy ever since. He is one of my favorite plushies. Now, my boyfriend thinks he's creepy as all hell because of his smile. I think the creepy smile is part of his charm. And I just found out today there is a whole series of these guys, not just Claudius with the fox with the smile. There was Jellycat, Toothy, Shark, a bat, rats, cats, basically almost any animal you can think of. There was one of these with the creepy, charming smile. And I kind of looked up, like, since they're retired, I couldn't really find a whole lot about them. Like, even the official Jellycat page doesn't really talk about these, doesn't show them in their retired page anymore, so I imagine they just, like, done and moved on with them. The only places that I could really find talking about them was, like, secondhand online stores, where most of them were out of stock. Some of them were still had a few, but I guess, like, mostly eBay is where I found where you can buy these guys. Now, Claudius' particular plush, or the Toothy plush from Jellycat, I consistently saw prices in the US dollar around low, like high 30s, like 39 or 35 to up to $60. Now, there also were other ones that seems like they may have been more rare just based on the prices, and the ones that I didn't really see. I'm going to try to get rid of this glare on my glasses here. I can see that maybe I should just turn off the TV. There we go. Hopefully that helps. It's probably the back mirror too, or something. But anyways, there were other rarer ones, like the bat one, which is really cute. I wish I had one. It has the same smile, but it's a bat basically, and I love bats. And that one seems to be like a little bit more rare or more sought after one, because that one was consistently to like $89 to like $150, depending on where you found it. There was a rat one that was the Jellycat Toothy rat one of the series that was almost around $200. It was like $189, I think. I would have to look it up again, but those were the prices I consistently saw. So these apparently are pretty sought after. I feel pretty lucky to have this guy, even though he's not like a rare one. I love foxes. That's why my grandma got me him. To help me cheer up after a surgery. I really love this guy. I never really heard of the Jellycat brand. Like, I knew that's what he was, but I never really thought about it then because, like, again, I was in surgery. I wasn't really thinking about the brand or anything. At that point, I wasn't too far deep into collecting these guys again, because I collected these when I was a kid until my father made me grow them all. But I'm back to collecting them again. I just love them. I'm not really like of a collector just to sit them up on something and leave them to like sit there to look pretty. Even though I like that sometimes. Like, most of the time I'm snuggling my plushies. Like the bingo one back here, that's more decorational, but I'll still go over there and like hug it and everything, because I just love plushies and stuff. But apparently he's really dirty. I'm probably gonna do a cleaning video on him soon. The Jellycat brand, apparently, when I was looking up today, is gotten quite popular, especially around when COVID hit, and around like the same time Squishimals were really popping off. And I'll probably talk about those because I have a couple of those too. I'd like to talk about those probably a little bit more in depth. I need to do more research on things. But when I was doing my surface level research on Jellycat, they were a brand that was started off in London in 1999, basically the same age as me. It's 25 years old. And it started off when two men basically couldn't find any really unique gifts for their children. And I was looking up I saw the cute story that apparently one of the founder's sons, they got the name from there, Jellycat, because he had a love for cats and jellies. And I gotta say that's a pretty good taste he has. And they've been Jellycat ever since. Now, I typically see these in Hallmark stores, especially the one in the mall. I have seen these in hospital gift shops. I haven't been in a hospital gift shop lately, which thankfully so. But my grandmother got these here, so I imagine they're a pretty staple over there because they're usually they usually do baby gifts. Like people usually buy these for newborns to have. So I imagine that's why they have them in a lot of hospitals, especially in maternity. I believe that's how you call it, maternity sections or sectors. I don't know what I'm talking about there, but I just know that these probably are bought mostly for first-time parents or newborn children and whatnot. Or in my case, someone recovering from surgery. And I always look at them. I never see anything like this from Jellycat anymore because I've kept my eye on them for a while because I would love to have another one of another type of these guys of the smiling. I don't see them, and I couldn't find any answers why they retired the Toothy Jellycat series, other than that they rotate their stock a lot. So they are always coming out with new products, like new series of plushies. So that's probably why these guys fell into obscurity. I believe I'm using that word right. Obscurity, and you don't see them on the Jellycat website. And the only sites I can really find them on is people talking about them on Reddit, Tumblr, or even on YouTube, or third-hand online shops. So if you ever wanted to look for these, I would suggest looking for eBay. That's the one that I can find the most out of. Just know that some of them are going to be a little bit pricey. I did find ranges between them and stuff, especially for this guy, but if you're looking for the Bat and Rat one, those seem to be the most expensive out of all of them. I couldn't really find anything why, other than that every time I saw on eBay it said they were the more rare ones. I don't know how true that is, or if that's just some people just trying to come up with a reason to bring up the price. But it seemed consistent from when I looked online. His pricing range was consistent. There was a dog one that was between $20 and $40. That's also a Toothy one. So I guess it just really depends on who you find and stuff. But onto more of the product of this guy. I really need to clean him. I'll probably do a cleaning video of him soon. I thought about just soaking him completely, but I think I want to restuff him because he seems to be really deflated and stuff from hugging on him and stuff. And he's had a couple moves. I moved down to Texas from Ohio, and I had him when I was living in Indiana with my parents. I moved from Indiana to Ohio and then moved from several apartments there. So he's got quite a bit of dust from every state I've been into collected on him, and I really need to clean him off again. It's been a while. I'll probably, because his fluff here, his polyester seems to be, see if that, it's kind of sticking together and kind of caked together, and I don't really like that. I want him to be a little bit more have a bit more of a fuller life, and I don't really just want to. I want to make sure I hand wash him really good. But anyways, the most notable feature you can see obviously is the toothy grin. Most of or not most, all the other ones basically have the same toothy grin, kind of like this, but like with different face shapes, like obviously with the bat and the rat, the dog and the cat. I did not mean to rhyme there. They all have the smiling face, but it's on different face shapes. Not all of them are going to have the triangular fox shape. The dog has a bit more of like a boxy looking one. The cat, of course, has the cat face. The rat one is way more narrow than this, and the bat one is kind of flat-headed with a big grin. That one looks a little extra creepy in my opinion, but again, that's just the charm for me. I like the creepiness that this look has. And I guess it's appropriate to talk about with Halloween coming up soon. He has, it's really hard to see, but his eyes are brown. I think that's pretty staple with all the ones of the Jellycat toothy ones. Now, from here, it looks like he just has black eyes, and if you're looking at him from a distance, it looks like he has just two piercing black eyes looking into your soul, basically. But upon further inspection, if you get up close, you can actually see it's dark brown with a black pupil. I wonder if that was a intentional thing to like not really show the brown just to make it a little extra creepier, or if creepy was even what they were going for. Now, I've seen other foxes from the Jellycat brand with this, but it was more lower, so it's basically his chest that's like that. They don't have toothy grins. The softness, I remember when I first got him, he was exceptionally soft, and I love to put things on my face and rub them, especially if they're soft. Even though I was half knocked out, the one thing I do remember from that when I had surgery is that how soft he was and how nice it was to hug onto him. So it's no wonder that people probably buy these a lot for as newborn gifts, because they're extremely soft. They're nice and gentle. It doesn't feel too rough. So probably for people with sensitive skin, such as babies and stuff. I have pretty sensitive skin, and I think I'm a huge baby. Yeah, it's really nice. I'll probably show an after video of what he looks like with his hair not being so dirty, but typically the Jellycats, they're pretty soft from what I feel, because I'll go to stores that have Jellycats and I'll just go look at them and I'll feel the hair and stuff, and they're usually typically pretty soft. He doesn't have very long hair, but what's there is it's pretty soft. Now, he's got two little dangly legs, and there's beans. He's got literal toe beans at the end of his feet. I assume that's so you can put him on a counter and sit him up like this, and he'll just stay there. And there's also beans, I believe a bean sack all around here, just so the center of gravity holds them there, and he can sit up just fine. I assume they do this so for collectors, so they can just sit them up on a counter and they sit there to look pretty, or a shelf for collectors. And for newborns, they sit them up so they can sit them in front of the baby so they can interact with them and stuff. I assume that's what their intentions were. This business seems to largely be mostly geared towards young children and babies, but it seems like, of course me included, a lot of adult collectors get these guys a lot, because I've seen the things I've seen on eBay. I looked up on Wikipedia. I looked at on the Wikipedia sources. I clicked on there, and I clicked on a few blogs that talked about adults going crazy for these, especially around COVID, which is around when Squishmallows also got pretty popular from what I read. Yeah, he's got little hands. There's no beans in here, just stuffing. It seems like these are all compartmentalized, and it kind of pinches at the end here, so the cotton comes out and goes in the body, and vice versa. The tail's got a little bit of cotton. I assume that was intentional, so it kind of just dangles down there. Now I do wish they put more cotton in here, because I don't know, I would kind of get it if they made it flatter more towards here, but the rest of this, I wish it was more poofy. So I think when I clean him and restuff him, I'm going to put a little bit more stuffing in here, just to have more of my preference with that, because usually with foxes, they're one of the key features is their puffy tail, and this is kind of just flat and sad. Now I imagine, like, for children, newborns and whatnot, they did that intentionally, so it wouldn't get in the way or anything. I don't know, honestly. And this is just speculation. This isn't anything concrete that I know for sure why they did that. But that is like one of the critiques I have of this, is that I wish they put more stuffing into the tail, just to have that poofy fox tail feel. And I think that's basically it. He's a little deflated right now. I mean, he can obviously still sit up, and that's thanks to the beans down here, and is down in this area, and for his little legs. I am gonna restuff him because, as you can see, he's getting pretty thin, so I need to fix him up a bit. He needs to be cleaned up real nice. I'll probably do that in another video. I don't want this one to get too long, because the last video I tried making, it cut down to, like, with all the film I had, it cut down still to 49 minutes. And YouTube doesn't want to upload that one for whatever reason. It was me cleaning my Among Us plush. I'll probably go over him too. Obviously, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show the cleaning video of that one anymore, because I can't figure out why YouTube doesn't want to get it up there. I need to go back and edit it, but I've pretty much edited down to all the stuff that I wanted to include in there, so maybe I'll have to just break that one up into chunks. I don't know. I'm still pretty new to this editing stuff, so bear with me. But yeah, that's my Jellycat Toothy Fox. His name is Claudius, and he may look creepy to you. He certainly looks a little bit creepy to me. That's part of the charm. Maybe that's part of the charm you like too. So tell me in the comments if you guys have any Toothy Jellycat ones, or if you have any Jellycat plushies, and what you guys think of them, what you guys think of the brand and stuff, what you think of the quality and stuff, and do you guys have a collection of these and whatnot? But yeah, that's about it from me. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more plushie videos to come, and all that. I'll probably do an introduction video later on what I want to do a channel, because honestly I don't quite know what I want to do. There's a lot of ideas I have. The main one I have right now is plushies, because that is the thing I like the most, but there's other interests I have. I'm just trying not to branch out too much and burn myself out. I'm just trying to find my niche, but the one thing that's consistent with me is plushies. So again, thank you guys, have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.